Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Private Practice with Soul podcast. This is the first podcast for counsellors that just don't align with the traditional approaches to business and that want to use their spiritual gifts, talents, and interests to create, you guessed it, a private practice with soul. So, look, leave it to me to provide you with everything you need, including strategies that you can use to increase your income, reduce your workload, and of course, increase inquiries and referrals to your beautiful soul-led private practice. I love it so much. If you haven't done it already, grab your journal, grab your pen, and let's begin. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Private Practice with Soul podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Brooklyn Storme, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. Also super excited to be here with you right now because it's 11 a.m. and Buddy has gone to sleep. He's asleep under the desk. The sunshine is pouring in through the window. He's all snug as a bug in a rug and being very quiet. He's actually snoring, so I don't know that the microphone will pick it up, but he's snoring his little head off. So I thought I'd seize the day and record this podcast for you. I just wanted to share today what the private practice success roadmap looks like. And I want to share this with you for two reasons. First of all, I want you to understand what success in private practice for you can look like and how you can get there. But also, I want to model for you how important it is to have a very clear pathway so that your clients understand where they are on the journey for themselves and where they are on the journey with you and your business. The reason that we want to have that is because a confused mind just will never book anything with you. If you have so many things that you offer clients, maybe you've got group programs, maybe you have an online course, maybe you have an anxiety membership, maybe you have emails and podcasts and freebies and low ticket things that you sell to build your audience. Plus, apart from counseling, you also do supervision and things like that. It can be very confusing for somebody to come to your website because they just don't know where to start. And that's been my experience too. So one of the things that I have recently created based on my own products, and I'll tell you how I did it so you can do it too, is what I'm calling a private practice success roadmap. And it is walking people through the journey from start to end very clearly so that they can see exactly where they fit in. And once people will see where they fit in, they know where to begin. And when people know where to begin, that's helpful to them, okay? And it means that they'll be more likely to enroll, join, sign up, book, those kinds of things with our business than if they were confused. So I'll walk you through my one now just to give you a demonstration. And by all means, if you can resonate with, a particular stage or phase of the roadmap for my business, please join because I would love to be able to support you. And if you have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all the things that I offer, hopefully this will simplify it for you and just make it so much easier for you to get targeted help for the things that you need moving forward in your business. So without further ado, here's my roadmap. So first of all, when people come to work with me, I have what's called a connection phase. And this is where people who perhaps have never heard from me before, they don't know who I am, they haven't been following me for 2 years or anything like that, they're brand new to my world. They come into a phase that is referred to as a connection phase. So for me, that is them coming into my free things. For example, my biggest free thing that I have is the Counsellors Connect Australia Facebook group. So that has nearly 7,000 members in it. Maybe you can hear him snoring now. But the purpose of it is so that people can engage, learn, get to know the community, get to feel connected, okay, because they're now connecting with like-minded people, whether those are students, whether they're people who are emerging into private practice, whether they're emerging counsellors or social workers, psychologists, people who deliver counselling as part of their service are all welcome in this free community. And a part of the connection focus here is I want them all to be able to learn not only about me and how I work and how I can help, and I teach them that in different ways. I show them that in different ways. So I will show people that by sharing freebies from time to time. From time to time, I'll share a low ticket front end offer. So I think it was last week or the week before, I shared my growth blueprint for private practice, and it was $7. So I might share that. From time to time, I might share a case study. So I shared a case study this week. I might also share a testimonial, from somebody that sent me one, or I might share wins of people that I'm working with, things like that. So I'm not always saying, book a session or join my business mentoring program or anything like that, or come and get supervision with me. It's not always like that, but I want to show, not tell. And by doing my marketing in this way, it allows people time and space without feeling pressured or coerced to just kind of get familiar with how things kind of work. It also gives them an opportunity to do things like engage in discussions. So discussions around setting up their private practice, discussions around mental health, discussions around finding referrals, supervisors, all those kinds of things. Plus they get to share resources and, of course, give and receive support. But for me, my intention is I build this group every single week. I do it by running Facebook ads. And the reason that I want to build this group is because it builds my audience. And I want people to really get a feel for my holistic and unique approach to starting, running, growing, and scaling, and even selling a private practice. So no matter where they tend to be on their journey, I want them to understand how I'm there to support them in a unique way that nobody else can. There aren't many other former psychologists that are now private practice specialists, especially that do this work for counsellors or with counsellors. So the connection phase for me is really around welcoming new people into my world and giving them time to get to know me. That's the connection phase. So if somebody's new to my world, that's where they're going to start. The next one is building foundations. So this is the foundation building phase, and the program that I have that supports my audience with this is called Private Practice 101, Start Your Private Practice. This is for people who've already been in the Big Counsellors Connect Australia group perhaps, or maybe they've been listening to my podcast or consuming some of my other free content on YouTube. And now they're ready. They know me. They have listened to me. They've been reading my stuff, and they think that I know what I'm talking about now, and they're ready to go and start their own private practice. So they want to now lay the groundwork to establish a successful private practice. So they're ready to access some training modules that are quite comprehensive on starting a private practice that were written by a therapist for therapists. They want to have sort of some hands-on workshopy type training. They really value templates. They really value quick results, and they really value strong guidance. So this is the next step, right? So if somebody's already in my world and they're thinking about starting a private practice, they would move into the program called Start a Private Practice. Once people have completed Start a Private Practice PP 101, they've opened their doors to a few clients. What can happen is they say, oh, yikes, well, I've got this beautiful practice that feels really aligned for me and I love it so much, and I've got a handful of clients, but how do I maintain a steady stream of referrals? Like, where are more clients going to come from? So from there, what will happen is they will move into what we call the client attraction phase. So this is where they would work in marketing with soul. So this is a flagship journey to filling your private practice with soulmate clients. It's where you're going to take a deep dive into marketing tools and approaches and techniques that aren't salesy, that aren't icky, that aren't coercive, but in fact they're more holistic and they're really powerful and really effective. They are going to learn how to align their values, their beliefs, and their purpose with their message as part of their marketing. And this is how the marketing gets to feel really, really easy. And when it feels easy and aligned, it's also very enjoyable. So, this phase really is learning how to connect authentically and to really attract those that you're meant to be working with. That's marketing with soul. So, if you've already got a private practice, all right, you don't need to come into Counselors Connect group. You're welcome to, but you don't need it. You don't need to go and start a private practice. You're already in one. But you would want to move into marketing with soul. Okay, that would be your step on the journey. And then apart from that, there's other things as well, like specialized support and growth. So, first off, my business coaching is holistic. It's not only focused on what are the tools and techniques and strategies that we need in order to start or grow or sell your private practice. It's also around other things too, tapping into mind, body, spirit. Okay. With the business coaching, you get personalized strategy sessions for 3, 6, or 12 months around mind, body, spirit in your business. The goal is different for everybody. I don't have a cookie cutter approach to business coaching. Everybody's at a different place on their own journey and has a different need or a different requirement or a different goal. So we, zig to your zag. It's really an opportunity, this one-to-one business coaching through the holistic lens, for you to dive much more deeply into your own specific challenges as well as opportunities through blending business strategy with holistic approaches. And it's the same for supervision and business mentoring. Hang on. Oh, just the little baby needs a cuddle. He's just jumped up for a snuggle. Okay. It's the same for professional supervision and business mentoring. You're going to get expert supervision that's tailored to your needs by somebody who's trained and qualified in supervision and clinical supervision. Plus, you can receive mentorship that's also been designed specifically for private practices. Now, this is really, really important. There are a lot of counsellors, especially in the community, that are doing things like offering business mentoring and business coaching without having any training in it. And I really feel like it's almost fraudulent to do that because it's very misleading. You're letting people think that you're trained and qualified to deliver a service, and it may not be the case. So if you are looking for coaching or mentoring for your private practice, it really does make sense that you check somebody who has the qualifications and they've got experience. You might want to check some of their testimonials and some of their reviews. But for me, I have all those things. Plus, I've also been in private practice for coming up to 30 years. And of course, having worked as a psychologist, then transitioning over to counselling because psychology was no longer aligning with my own values and beliefs and purpose. So I get it. I understand what it's like. The next point on the roadmap for success in private practice with me is specialised community support. And, there's a few different things that you can tap into here. So one of them is the Diploma Counsellor Society. So this is exclusively for counsellors who have a diploma and who are in private practice or who are studying a diploma and they want to move into private practice. And this is just something that I created separately to everything else that I offer because I felt it was really needed. It is a very safe space for growth, networking, and of course support for counsellors, where they can stay updated and they can engage in, advanced discussions about what's happening in the industry and how it may affect them, and also to further their career. Also with the Diploma Counsellor Society, there's lots of support there around building confidence, about safe practice, around ethical practice, all those kinds of things. And everybody in the Diploma Counsellor Society gets 50% off the private practice certification program. That opens towards the end of the month. But yeah, everybody else pays full price for that. But it was something that I wanted to offer at a huge discount for the counsellors that are working with diplomas for obvious reasons. They need a little bit more support, and I'm happy to provide it. Another step on the roadmap too is, for counsellors, psychologists, and social workers who might feel like they're at a different phase, and this phase is called income diversification. So you know me, I'm all about the importance of having multiple streams of revenue for your business. They really do keep your business afloat, even when the doors are closed because you're off sick, or maybe you're, as I was recently, grieving, those kinds of things. You still want money or some money to be coming in rather than nothing at all. And for that reason, I created the Digital Product Success Hub for you. So this teaches you how to create passive income streams for your business really easily. They're not passive in the beginning. Obviously, you've got to set it up. But once it's set up, it's pretty much set and forget, and things just run themselves. And the reason that I wanted to do that was because the cost of living has gone up, and a lot of counsellors were saying that they were losing clients and that they were worried about their financial stability. And I didn't want them to feel like they're under financial stress or under financial duress at all. I wanted to alleviate the pressure of having that one-to-one work, having that reliance on, I've got to book clients or I'm not going to make my money. So that's what the Digital Product Success Hub is all about. It includes things like masterclasses on creating digital products, taking things that you might already have lying around on your desktop or your iCloud Drive or something like that, and how we can tidy it up and sell it, and how you can really build revenue streams that resonate with your practice, with your philosophy, with your values, beliefs, and purpose, and of course are going to be irresistible for your niche, because you can go and create digital products till the cows come home. Seriously, you could jump into Canva and you could spend a month in Canva creating some really beautiful things, but unless your audience wants them, they're not going to sell, and that's just a waste of your time and energy and resources. So I want to show you better ways to start making additional money for your practice. And you know what? Some of this stuff you could even not outsource, but you could enlist the help of, if you have students at your practice, you could certainly give them some of this stuff to set up. It'd be very interesting for them. It would be relevant for them on their placements. It would also show them how to set up multiple streams of income for when they start their own businesses. It's stuff that you could outsource or delegate's a better word, to reception or admin if you have, a admin person or reception person that loves Canva and wants to be a little bit creative, or who loves systems and processes. You could hire a VA if you wanted to. The thing is, you don't have to do it all yourself. If you wanted to, you can. I'm giving you loads of templates, loads of training, loads of how-tos, and all the trains are really short and quick because I know that you're super busy and you don't have time to spend hours and hours on YouTube watching me wax lyrical about, the latest and greatest thing you should be selling. Um, and then the seventh step on the roadmap with my business is really focused on leadership and mindset transformation. So this is for people who um, really have established their private practice. They don't need to do any more marketing because their business is kicking along just nicely. Maybe they're doing a little bit of passive income on the side, but really they're wanting to focus on shifting from therapy mindset to business owner mindset. They've recognized that the therapist mindset doesn't work when you're trying to run a business. They recognize that the therapy mindset is getting in the way of them being able to do what they want and achieve what they want with the business. They see it now. They didn't initially, but they see it now, and they're just not sure what a business owner mindset is. They don't know yet how a business owner thinks, how they act, the decisions that they make, or the approaches to decision making that they adopt or employ. And so they're wanting to learn that. So what we do here is it's a holistic business leadership group, and it's group coaching. We meet once a month, and it's focusing on all aspects of leadership and business mindset. So it's really around embodying the mindset of a successful private practice business owner to enhance the success of the business. And it is such a wonderful, wonderful support space, and the women in there are just so powerful. And when I say powerful, I mean they allow themselves to be vulnerable because they understand that in the vulnerability is where the strength is. And when they be vulnerable, what happens is they they allow themselves to explore, unpack, shift, experience all those kinds of things. And that's where the shifts happen. Okay. And then the last little thing on my roadmap is just a note to people who read it to say that, of course, their journey can be tailored. Like they don't have to follow my roadmap step by step at all. Whether they're seeking, just at this stage, maybe they're just so new to my world, all they want is just to suss me out, that's fine. Or they're wanting community connection, that's fine. They can gobble up and devour all the juicy content in the free podcast, the free Facebook groups, my freebies on my website, everything. Maybe they're ready to dive into marketing, or maybe they want to go and do passive income streams. It doesn't matter. There's a path that's there for them, and they're welcome to ask me to help them figure out what it might be if they're still a little bit confused about where they might start. So hopefully, now I've shared my roadmap with you, that's making sense of why you would have one for your practice too. The way that you would create your own roadmap for your private practice so that your clients, whether they're counseling clients or whether you've got a mix of counseling and also some supervision or whatever it is that you're doing, the easiest way to do that would just be to, well, for me, what I did was I just jumped into ChatGPT and I provided descriptions of everything that I offer. And I said, please make me a roadmap. Please make me a roadmap for my business. Something that will make it really clear to people what I do, how I do it, who I offer it to, and make it very easy for them to identify where they are or where they want to be so that they can join and get the help that they need. So that's all. It wasn't that hard. It didn't take me long to do. I sent this out as an email to everybody today, and that felt really good, because it gave me clarity, and I'm sure if it gave me clarity, it would mean that it's given the reader clarity as well, and that feels really good. And I will put it on my website, and I'm going to go into Thrivecart. So Thrivecart is the platform that I use to host my courses and my memberships. pretty much everything, my digital products, freebies, stuff like that. So I'll go and put it in all of my Thrive Cart stuff as well today, so that it's there and it's just really clear for people, what to do next. Because I think a lot of the time that's the big question on our minds. Well, what do I do next? I've done that. I've opened my private practice. What do I do next? I'm ready to open my private practice. Where do I go? How do I start? I've got a private practice, but it's not filling up as quickly with clients. What do I do next? Do you know what I mean? So have a go at playing around with creating a roadmap for your business. If you want me to look at it for you, I'd be more than happy to do that. Sometimes it helps to have a fresh set of eyes and make sure that it's all, making sense to somebody who, I don't know, maybe doesn't know your practice and doesn't know what you do. I'll be more than happy to do that. You can just let me know on Instagram or Facebook if you want me to have a look, and I'll help you out. It's not a big deal or problem for me at all. So look, that's it for today. I just want to say thank you so much for listening to another episode. I hope that it was really useful for you. If you are in my world, you will have seen my roadmap today. If not, check your email. It's in there. If you're not on my email list, that's okay. You don't have to be. I also shared it on my Facebook pages and in my Counsellors Connect Australia group, and in the Australian Counsellors in Private Practice online group as well. So you can go and have a look at it there, and hopefully, having that visual will help inspire you to create one for your business as well, with the intention of helping people find out how to get help. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. Have a beautiful rest of the day, everyone, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now. I hope that you loved this episode as much as I loved putting it together for you. To get more resources to help you in your private practice, head over to Instagram. My handle is @theprivatepracticecoach. And also, if you want more inquiries and referrals for your business, let me know. I have a program called Clients on Demand that opens every quarter, and I can absolutely get you some information for that as well. You are doing an amazing job. Thank you for sharing your gifts with the world. Bye.